What up, what up? This is Finance, Fitness, and Folk channel where we discuss finance, a little bit of fitness, talk about some folk. So in today's episode, I'm going to discuss why you would never make enough money. So admin notes, thanks again to all the subscribers that subscribe to the channel. I endeavor to keep pushing these videos out to give you leverage to better yourselves. So let's get into it. So why do I say that you will never make enough money in your lifetime? It's very simple, you just won't. And I'm addressing this mainly to men, but women can take something from this as well, especially single women that have, single mothers, you know, women that are out there grinding, doing their thing, making sure to take care of their kids and not waiting for some hero to scoop them up. You know, they'll put themselves in position to get found, but until then, they take care of their business. So shout out to y'all. So, let's put it this way when it comes to men, right? So there's some men up here on this video, possibly, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully not, but if it is, you know, kudos to you. Keep grinding, keep pushing, keep doing whatever you need to do to make sure you make money for yourself, to take care of yourself and your family. But there are some men on this video, possibly, that make less than $1,000 a month. Might be some that make less than $500 a month, right? So I saw a video, I want to say yesterday. I was on the train coming home from DC, had a late night, you know, stayed late in DC. Coming home and I saw this video from this YouTuber that I subscribe to, right? He said that he follows this one guy that's on YouTube as well. Said this guy, you know, gave him a lot of tips and input on things when it comes to money, when it comes to finances, and you know, a couple other things that he really looks up to this guy, right? You know, he really took a lot of his inspiration about making money for himself from this guy. And so he said that, I guess, I don't know, I mean, this guy may have a podcast, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to go back to that video and actually look it up and see if he does or not. But I guess somebody had called into the podcast and he has said basically that he makes this certain amount of money, and the guy was like, well, in order for you to actually make enough money to sustain yourself and actually be comfortable, you have to make at least $40,000 a month, right? So that seems like a very exorbitant, is that the word I should use? It's a really high number, right? You know, most folks will never see that kind of money a month, never. Not to say that, you know, you can't do that, but it all is all based off on position, and it's also based off of you know, how you handle yourself when it comes to money. Do you know how money works? Have you invested? Have you found a trade that can make you a lot of money? You know, is your trade pandemic proof? Can you still make money if the economy goes bad? You know, we're today is September 30th, 2023, and come tomorrow, well, come Monday, apparently the government's going to shut down. This has happened a couple of times before, but I mean, when you really think about things in a grand scheme, who would think that the government would shut down? Who would think that somebody that has a federal job, a government job, would, you know, all of a sudden on a Monday be told, hey, you're not getting a paycheck today? You know what I'm saying? But you're essential personnel, you have to stay here and work. Or you're not essential personnel, they tell you to just pack your stuff up and leave. We'll call you when the government opens back up. Now, I have been through two before in my adult lifetime, and one of the ones we went through, I don't know if anybody remembers this one, but that one of those, I don't think it was the last shutdown. I think it might have been the shutdown before. That shutdown lasted 34 days. So 34 days, these folks didn't get paid. Now, I want to say that most, if not all, the government workers had got back pay, but some of the federal contractors, they didn't get paid, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like that literally was just millions and millions of funds lost. They couldn't recoup that, right? So getting back to my point here, you know, the guy said that you need to make at least 40 grand a year in order to live comfortably. And I mean, honestly, I truly believe that. You know, I mean, when you break it down, I think the guy said that equates to you making roughly between 700 to 800,000 a year, right? And I want to say this is before taxes, right? But I want to say the guy, he means you pull in 40 grand after taxes. Like literally, you have 40 grand coming in your account every month after taxes. After you have to pay all these other things right to the government, and you literally living off of that. And what I would tell you is that a lot of folks that make that kind of money have put themselves in position and have knowledge and have mentors and all these other things to make sure that they make more than 40 grand before it's all said and done with. Some folks in this video may say that making 40 grand is greedy. Like you should not, that's way too much money to be living off of. No, it's not. I promise you it's not. I'm saying, I mean, like, you know, you could live off of 10 grand or less than that comfortably, depending on where you live at and what your family dynamic is. You know, do you have a wife? Do you have kids? Do you have a whole bunch of debt you have to pay off? You know what I'm saying? So there's a way to live comfortably without making 40 grand. I'm not saying that at all. And what I'm saying is that if you want to build legacy for yourself and you want to build legacy for your family, you should want to make as much money as possible. You know what I'm saying? It's not greedy for you to say that you want to make 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, 100,000 a month. You know, like I said, I watch these YouTubers, you know, do their thing on YouTube, podcasts. They're speaking, they're speaking on topics, whether it be good or bad. And you got some of these YouTubers that are making 500,000 a month, $1 million a month, 2 million a month. You know what I'm saying? Like it's absolutely insane. You know what I'm saying? And these folks not going to stop, y'all. They're going to keep making money. They're going to keep making money. They want to build their legacy. They want to build their quote unquote empire, right? And here's another thing when it comes to making a lot of money as well, right? Or saying that you won't make enough money in your lifetime. One thing is all about security, right? You know, in my opinion, even with the money that I make right now, as far as like my family living pretty comfortably, I mean, if I could triple that amount tomorrow, I would, because at the end of the day, the money is going to be invested and it's going to be put into place to where I'm going to be able to sustain my family a lot better if I make more money. And it's not that I'm not going to be satisfied with that. It's just that I know for a fact that even with the money that I make, doubling or tripling my income right now, it still won't be enough to satisfy me as far as like me feeling that I have enough security to put things in order. How you doing?
Good morning, sir.
Morning. And you also got to look at this as well. You know, most people that make this much money, making millions of dollars a year, $1 billion a year, right? They invest their money to make sure that they're not using their active income, right? They're spending passive income. But here's another thing too. They're also giving millions and millions to charity. Now, this is somewhat of a benefit to them because it's a tax write-off for them. But you don't have to be religious to understand the concept of the law of attraction, right? And understanding that what you put out there in the atmosphere, you're going to receive back. You don't got to be religious to believe that. That's a universal fact. If you put positive energy out there, you cannot help but receive negative energy back to you. So these folks are giving millions and millions to charity every single year. And like I said, it is a tax write-off to them, so it benefits them. But the thing is that it's not hurting their pockets because they're still generating money after they give the $1 million. You understand what I'm saying? You know, like some of these folks can get 5 million, and I'm not saying it's a drop in the bucket because 5 million is still 5 million. You know what I'm saying? But you know, they have so much of an income shovel that it does not matter. You know, they're able to do that without putting themselves in a compromised position financially. I'm pretty sure that, you know, in some instances, when these folks give this money to charity, by the time the next year comes around, they probably would have made more money coming in as a whole, even after they gave that millions of dollars to charity. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the law of attraction. You put they put that positive energy out there, and you can't help but receive negative. You can't help but receive positive energy. You know, folks that are Christians do this all the time when they pay tithes and offering. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to trust that what you put out there, what you give to the Lord, is going to come back to you. You know what I'm saying? I know for myself, every time I've done that, it's always been a positive note on that. Always. I've always been in a situation to where if I gave money, whether it be a tithe and offering, I always got it back. Morning. So, you know, it's just, yeah. You're not gonna be able to make enough, y'all. You're just not gonna make enough. You're not gonna make enough money, or you should not feel like you can make enough money. You always should be in a position to where you think that if I got this much money this month, I should make double that next month. I should make triple that the month after that, right? But the only way to do that is to put yourself in position to learn about money, to understand how money works, and to make more income. You know, I mean, first concept you should really understand is how to save money and not to live above your means. You know what I'm saying? Those two things right there should be definitely the two things you should master first before you even get into this you know, I can't make enough money. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can't make enough money to pay your bills right now, then you shouldn't even be thinking about like doubling or tripling at this point. You should learn how to deal with the money you have right now in a positive way, right? And then from that point, once you get those two things mastered, saving money and not living above your means, then you can get to the point of like, okay, now I need to put myself in position to actually, like, you know, build more income or make more income. And one of the main ways you can do that is to create an LLC and start a business. But anyways, yeah, you're not gonna be able to make enough money, y'all. You're just not. You know what I'm saying? Do not feel bad that you make $30,000, $40,000, $100,000, $200,000 a month when you get there. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel bad when that happens, because, like I said, in my opinion, it's not greed. It's understanding that, you know, that the money that I make right now should not be satisfactory for me to feel like my family is totally taken care of, because anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? Because you also got to think about this as far as me saying that the government shut down, right? So you also got to look at the economy as well. You know what I'm saying? When the economy is bad, you got 401ks that are affected. You got investments that are affected, right? You got folks that lost, thousands upon thousands of dollars in their 401k when the economy tanked, you know, and you trust that the government will manage your money right, because you're putting money in this into account for retirement. You know what I'm saying? These folks have to live off of this money, right? And at the end of the day, it's an investment engine, and if the economy tanks, your money tanks along with it, right? And if you make enough money, you can pretty much be your own bank and have enough money in reserves to pay for, you know, Lord forbid, medical bills that are unexpected. You know what I'm saying? You got folks that have a medical bill that's $1 million because they got like something that's very drastic that happened to them, or happened to a family member. You know what I'm saying? And medical debt can break people. It really can. You know what I'm saying? But if you put yourself in a position to make more money, you can literally be your own bank and pay that stuff off, or be in a position to where you have to trust the government to take care of you. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, you're not gonna be able to make enough money, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So keep pushing, make as much money as you can in life as a man, because the more money you make, the more secure your legacy is. All right? Like, comment, and subscribe. I endeavor to keep pushing the videos out to give you leverage to better yourselves. Finite Fitness and Folk. Triple F, I'm gone.